Hey guys, welcome back. I am working on transplanting. I am all about using what I have at my disposal. I don't like to go out and buy things or have to spend a lot of money on different things. So I just made this little makeshift table here. Like I said, we're going to be doing transplanting. I need to get these kale out of these seed trays. They are starting to look yellow. They need some nutrition and they need some space to grow. So I have these these are all plants that I got from the nursery. These are all nursery starts. Okay, so I've got this is the blue kale, right? Blue curled scotch. Then I've got some red Russian kale over there, some herbs, cucumbers, beans, peppers, tomatoes, and then over here some squash. So yeah, and I think I even got and a sugar baby. Yes, got sugar baby. So we're going to work on getting these out of these little cells and into some bigger pots. Now these are not going to be the pots that they live in, but they will allow them to establish a better root system. That way they don't get root bound in these little trays. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And then I will be starting a container series. So we'll go through container sizes, what plants to put in what containers, and that kind of thing. As you can see, I don't have any shortage for containers. I have these buckets here. These are probably like 3-gallon buckets. I've got some pots here, some 5-gallon buckets, some taller ones here, and then I'm actually going to be getting some more 5-gallon containers. Got some over here. So like I said before, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I originally started gardening in a container garden. I think I'm going to be going back to container gardening because it's easier for me to control. I don't have this garden set up the way I would like it to be set up, to where it's like kind of carefree and the weeds don't overgrow it every year. So this year I'm going to go ahead and do container gardening and possibly work on getting this garden set up the way I'd like it. I really just want this whole thing full of wood chips. That's what I want. I really just want this whole thing full of wood chips. I don't want any grass in here. I don't want any weeds. I don't want anything green in here besides what I'm growing. So I did get the strawberries moved. I got the strawberries moved over here, and I mulched it with this like straw clippings that we had in the compost. So the two in the back there I had just got with the nursery haul that I went just recently. These other ones I moved. I had them over here originally in this box, and basically I just uprooted them and moved them. There's still a few in here. I can see like 1, maybe 3 plants at the most over here, and I'll get those too. But this is what I got done the other day as far as strawberries. I went ahead and moved them over here. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get these transplanted so that they have a better chance of survival. I want them to establish a good root system. All right, I've taken the kale out of the trays, and this is what your root system looks like. So the roots are starting to wind up all around this little plug. So that's why we need to get them out of the little trays and put them into bigger pots to give them some more room for their root system. And then I will, like I said, eventually move them into their pots that they're going to actually live in. But then I will also wanted to show you those yellow leaves that are there. Those leaves are going to get clipped off. So this one here and this one here, the two bottom leaves, because if you've watched my videos before, cutting those bottom leaves off decreases your chance of disease. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get these out of the trays and we're going to get these into these pots and get these yellow leaves trimmed off. Alright, so here we have a red Russian kale. And I just want to show you an example of how the roots get bound. Here, if you can see, look at all those roots and how they are so bound up. They just have nowhere else to go. They're just out of space. They're all connected. They're all running into each other. Like I can pick this up and it is all the roots are connected. So what I have to do is I have to gently separate them so that I can get them into their own containers. I mentioned I do have a video on how to separate the roots and things for transplants. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and watch that video. But I'm going to go ahead and get this done. These are the done transplants: cucumbers, peppers. I got some strawberries in the back. I put some cool weather shade loving plants underneath here. You can see they're tucked under. I got a mint, an herb pot that I did, and those other two pots are green beans. This is all the kale. On the left is the blue, and then on the right is the red Russian kale. If you enjoyed the video, then hit like, share, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. You all have a great day. Till next time.